everyone, and welcome to Merari's Industry 4.0 show. As always, I am your host, Brad Wade. Thank you for joining us today. And on today's episode, we are going to discuss and talk about IoT, otherwise known as Internet of Things, but I'll use IoT throughout the show. So that's probably a word that you've heard a lot about, but maybe don't know exactly what it means. Well, today we're going to explore what IoT means. Now, IoT is the connected world of devices. So anytime that you hear something is smart, that's connected. And it's connected to the internet. And all of these together are the Internet of Things, all the connected devices. Now, if you want a statistic that may blow your mind, as of at the end of last year, at the end of 2019, there were over 26 billion, yes, billion with the B, 26 billion connected devices. Now, all of those together encompass IoT, the Internet of Things. Now, I'm going to show you how you are already familiar with IoT in your everyday life, or at least familiar with it, and then we're going to jump into the industry side of it. So, we're talking about being connected to the internet, and we're not talking about, just the traditional sense where, if you're of my generation, you remember when the internet came around, you jumped on your computer and you logged on to the internet. That is the internet as we're talking about. But really what we're talking about in IoT, we're talking more about jumping on the Internet of Things through cellular data. So think about using your phone. Now, do any of you at home have a thermostat or have lights? Yes, most of you do. Most of you have climate control in your house. Most of you have electricity where you have lights in your house. Now, some of you are already doing this. You now can control your thermostat. You can control your lights. You can control your doorbell, your camera on your door, all through your phone, through another device, whether it's your phone or a tablet. That is IoT. That is an example of Internet of Things. All of that. So as you can see, just through those couple of examples, you already can understand and start to see, oh, IoT, I'm already part of the system. Yes. Now, so let's take a look at what IoT now looks like in industry. Well, IoT in industry is anything that is considered a smart device, smart manufacturing, anything that has a sensor that can give you feedback, that can go into a system. You can go as simple as one piece of equipment where it has one sensor that's just telling you how many times it's doing this activity. You may have another sensor which is telling you the temperature, the wear and tear on it, how long it takes to do a process. All those are sensors that's giving you feedback. All of that is going into the machine and the system of IoT. Now, IoT, one of the biggest benefits of IoT is it helps us reduce waste, and improve efficiency. Now, you maybe ask yourself, well, how is that? Well, think about that. Think about this. Just look at improved efficiency. So let's take a robot that is, installing something. Let's just say it's installing a piece to a transmission. Now, it does this process over and over and over, and it's giving you all kinds of data, all kinds of feedback on how it's doing. Now, let's just look at just the simple mechanics part of it and the maintenance side. Now, before IoT and smart machines, smart manufacturing, if a piece of equipment stopped working, all of a sudden the system is down. And anybody out there that is in this situation knows that can be costly, very expensive to have a system that is down, whether it's a manufacturing, assembly, whatever it is. If a piece of equipment goes down, it usually means loss of time and loss of money. So now let's go forward to that component being a part of the IoT, a smart piece of equipment. Well, now let's take this same piece of equipment that broke down in the earlier example. Well, now a lot of the equipment can give us a lot of information. And one of the things it can give you is wear and tear, a lot of its own preventative maintenance. So now let's just think about this one piece of equipment. Before it was smart or connected to IoT, it would just be working. We try to be on top of it as much as we can and make sure it doesn't break down. But when it does, man, we got to get the repairs out there and keep, our time limited to how long it's down and how much money we lost during that time. Well, now with smart manufacturing, smart systems, and IoT, now a lot of the sensors will give us feedback on how long that system is going to last or when it needs its maintenance or preventative maintenance. And the result is that these systems stay up and running more efficient for longer, which of course improves your efficiency for your entire system. That's just one example of IoT and how it's used in industry. And that's where we'll stop for today. There are a lot of other great examples. Just think about this, going back to your own life. IoT, Internet of Things, is all of these smart connected devices and systems all together. And as I mentioned, there are over 26 billion devices today. And that's everything from, things as a consumer, from your thermostat to your lights to your doorbell cameras, everything, your security systems, all the way to, in manufacturing, the entire smart manufacturing process. So help you avoid breakdowns, improve efficiency, and many different advantages and benefits. If you have any questions about IoT, please ask me. Please get connected with me and Murari on our social media. You can find us on LinkedIn. Please be sure to stop by Murari's website and check in with them. They can help you with anything that you've seen in any of these episodes, IoT or any Industry 4.0. Please check them out at murari.us. As always, thank you for joining us today. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, say hi on social media. Love to hear from you. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you to Murari for giving us such a great spot to host this show. It's time for you to get started today. Take a look, think about all of this, how you can get started in your industry. Contact Murari today. Thank you for being a part of this today. Thank you for joining me. As always, stay safe, everyone. Let's keep this conversation going and stay connected. Thanks for joining, everyone. We'll see you later.